Holy macadamia nutness nation, you're not going to believe what President Trump just announced today. And it has to do with a certain rigging of something. I don't want this video to get deleted or taken down. A certain rigging of something that happened in 2020. You know what I mean? I know what I mean. By the way, just out of curiosity, just in case, because they might take this video down, let me know that you're here. Just type here in the comments down below. Please let me know. Tap that thumbs up. Share this with everybody because this is going to be huge. But first, oh my gosh. This morning has been rife with desperation, destitution, and tragedy. One of the most calamitous, ruinous, unbelievably evil acts was conducted today in Sydney, Australia. That left 16 people no longer with us, including Rabbi Eli Schlanger, who was a Holocaust survivor, Alex Kleitman, and a 10-year-old girl. Victims are now being reported to be aged between 10 and 87 and over 38 hospitalized. This is, again, Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia, on the very first day of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. This is the most tragic thing ever. I can't even share with you the real kind of gory videos. You should check out my X account. Everybody follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter. I posted a bunch of videos that are just horrific. If you're interested in seeing those, I can't share them here because that for sure would get the video taken down, and our mission is too darn important. Apparently, New South Wales police have stopped the father-son duo. It was a father and son duo who carried out this horrific act. A 50-year-old father, while his 24-year-old son remains in critical condition. So the father was terminally taken care of. They recovered 6 licensed firearms and, get this, explosive devices as well. Fruit shop owner Ahmed Ahmed, a 43-year-old father of 2, wrestled the weapon away from one attacker despite being shot. He's earning praise now as a hero from leaders, including Premier Chris Minns and Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. I just want to share this quick chart that I think shows the problems. It's not even problems, doesn't really even quite cover it. This is a epidemic that's happening across Europe. I know we have a lot of faithful New Zealand, Australian viewers. Let me know in the comments where you're joining me from. If you happen to be, God forbid, anywhere near this or know somebody, let me know in the comments down below. I want my comment section to be alive as a memoriam honoring the people who there was no reason for this to happen to them. So let me know in the comments down below. But I want to share this chart. Check this out. Okay, so this is in just 3 years. This is a chart showing, you can see on your screen, more than 1.4 million migrants have entered Australia. The pace is overwhelming. Urban infrastructure stretching hospitals, schools, transport networks beyond capacity. Housing availability is collapsing under the weight of the demand. Rents are soaring. Home ownership is slipping further out of reach. And construction can't even keep up with the scale of population growth. This level of immigration is transforming Australia at a speed that I don't think few institutions, public or private, are ever going to be prepared, let alone now, ever going to be prepared to handle. What began as a post-pandemic recovery push has now triggered a structural shift. I mean, look at what happened between the pandemic and now. You'll see that chart skyrockets above the past few decades. And so this is triggered a structural shift in the country's demographic, economic, and social balance. Australia is changing faster than its systems can absorb. And ladies and gentlemen, the consequences are already here. America, you could look at this as a preview. You could look at what the European Union is doing, now arresting people. They're banning X. They're fining Elon Musk, who literally is responsible for the only bastion of free speech left on the internet, which is X, which is why I'm being so kind of clandestine and incorporating subterfuge in my nomenclature and verbiage here because I want this video to reach the masses. And, YouTube, as of now, is the greatest video podcast platform on planet Earth. If you're watching this somewhere else, let me know because we're everywhere. Spotify, Apple, X, Facebook, everywhere. It's gotten so bad that Paris, one of the largest, most historical cities in Western civilization, has now canceled their New Year's celebrations due to security reasons. Check this out. Authorities in the French capital have decided to cancel the traditional New Year's music celebration on the Champs-Élysées, which was scheduled, as in previous years, to take place on December 31st, 2025. This is like decades, centuries tradition. According to officials, this should shock everybody into reality. The beloved event, traditionally filled with music, lights, and festivity, will not go ahead due to a crisis linked to a large number of, you guessed it, illegal migrants in the region and the state's inability to guarantee security at mass gatherings. France Information Intelligence Agencies reports that Paris police asked Mayor Hidalgo to cancel, warning that the risk of stampedes, riots, and uncontrolled crowd movements is too high. Besides the tragedy that happened here, folks, besides this horrific tragedy that happened in Sydney, besides what happened to our beautiful country over the past 4 years when this diabolical, treasonous, active, seditious regime let in everybody without being vetted, tracked, documented, what have you, just let them in carte blanche. This right here, to me, is like the apex. You've got the one of the most historical, vibrant, vivacious, celebratory, artful, amazing cities that have been turned into ruins because of this suicidal empathy that is happening and triggered by radical, woke leftists across the globe. When I say DEI woke ideologies are the cancer of society, worse than cancer, actually, I mean that wholeheartedly. I can't wait to get your comments on this. Let me know what you think down below. Now, I want to transition into, before I get to the Trump amazing announcement, you're going to love this. We have a breaking news. If you didn't hear last night, there was a tragic mass shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island, Providence. It has been over 24 hours, and they weren't giving us any information. I've been probing, prodding, checking, double checking, triple checking, nothing. This is a university. It's an Ivy League university, which is the first of its kind to experience something like this, that has over 815 plus cameras. But the authorities are holding back on who the suspect is. They said he, quote, yelled something, but we don't know what that was. They know very well what that was. And if you think this isn't linked to what happened in Sydney, think again. Here, to me, is the most damning information. This is insane. Somebody whispers in the ear of the police chief. Wait till you hear this. And it was caught on a hot mic as he's giving a press conference, whispers into the ear of the police chief saying custody is the wrong word. What the hell does that mean? Watch.
While someone's in custody, kind of how you all are working together to garner that information.
Custody is the wrong word.
Someone being detained, rather.
Correct. And so, yeah, someone being detained, it led us to that point. This
is just super, super bizarre. So let me give you the timeline here. So the past 24 hours, this happened late last night. Mass shooting, Brown University, Ivy League, numbers of people injured. I think there was a couple of fatalities, maybe one or two. And then you have 5 press conferences. The president of the university saying, I have no idea what was going on. Every single governor, state official, senator, police chief, law enforcement official in that local area, Patel, federal law enforcement, the FBI, just now is reporting that they're getting involved. Not one single iota image, video footage, or anything. There was one like flimsy cell phone footage of him walking away. He's dressed in all black. They're now saying they have a suspect, but that clip, the reason I shared that clip is because it's indicative. This is an ultra radical left, woke liberal state and city, right? Rhode Island, Providence. To me, it's just indicative. Why even care? What's the difference between nobody in their right mind even cares what the difference is between custody and detained? Why aren't you telling us who this is, what they look like, what their beliefs are? You knew more about every single individual before that that's done anything even near this. Luigi Mangione comes to mind, way before. This seems alarmingly negligent, but deliberately so. And here's my theory, and I can't prove this, but this is what I think. I think whoever this person is, and it's going to come out very, very soon, this was an individual that doesn't fit their narrative. So what do? They do everything in their power to try to inform without actually informing. Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit what they want to architect to the American people. They know that if something comes out that this individual had the same ideologies, parallel thoughts, parallel political views, beliefs, etc., that it diminishes their power. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. These are just the facts. Again, I can't prove that, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay. The reason I'm excited is because I knew this, you knew this, we all knew this, and now President Trump makes the largest, this is, I think, the most massive, huge announcement ever. President Trump is now saying that he has concrete proof of what happened in 2020 completely abides by what you think and what I think. Watch.
That's all they're doing. They're good at cheating in elections, very good at cheating. They're professionals at cheating because we won in 2016 by a lot. The election was rigged in 2020. We have all the ammunition, all the stuff, and you'll see it come out. It's coming out in truckloads. And California's election, New York also, but California more than any other place is so rigged. It's such a rigged election. You know, we won the Hispanic vote. So a lot of people say Republican wouldn't win California, but I won the Hispanic vote. I won in Miami. Think of that. In Miami, I won the Hispanic vote. Along the Texas border, I won every single city or town touching the Texas border, and they're 85 to 90% Hispanic. We won the Hispanic vote. If the vote in California was legitimate, which it's not, they have 38 million ballots. Everything is mail-in voting. They mail out 38 million ballots, and they come in. Where the hell do they go, and where do they come from? It's a rigged election in California because we would win California by a lot. And again, they feel they have the advantage with Hispanic. They don't.
Did you guys hear that? He said truckloads. We have all the ammunition. We know it was rigged in 20. We won by a lot. Look, we won by a lot. We've got truckloads of evidence. It's all going to come out. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge because we won in 2020. First of all, holy mackerel, first of all, you would have to have a diminished capacity to think that this vegetable in chief, aka Joseph R. Biden, got 15 to 18 million more votes. 18 million more votes, folks, than the Black Messiah. Not so much a Messiah anymore. He's been kind of exposed more than anybody. Barack Obama. 18 million more votes than Biden? Are you kidding me? There's massive. I could show you. I've done a million videos. Georgia, what happened in Georgia was a complete sham. Fannie Cash Money G's backyard. They found boatloads at 2 a.m. of people showing up in vans with box after box after box of last second paper ballots. Made no sense at all. I mean, this could be, I think, the most historic, because Trump doesn't just say things like that. You know, Pam Bondi may say, we have it all on our desk. And believe me, I don't have anything against Pam or the DOJ or Patel or Bongino, but I do think that the way they handled the Epstein thing was a complete train wreck. When Trump says we have truckloads of evidence, we have all the ammunition, and you're going to see it, it's all going to come out, I believe my president 1 billion %. And I cannot wait. And you know your boy Nez is going to keep you covered, so you got to stick it here. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. This is going to be the most monumental discovery maybe in our lifetimes. I can't wait to get your thoughts on all of this. Please, for the love of everything holy, help us on our mission. You don't have to buy anything, click anything. You don't have to do anything. Help us with our mission. I'm not asking you to sign up for anything. This isn't one of those channels. It's free. It takes you less than a nanosecond. Help us make common sense go viral. You can do that by simply tapping the thumbs up. Even if you're watching on TV, you can do it with your remote. Share this with everybody. Share it through text messages. Just click the share button. Share it on all your social and make sure you watch all the videos all the way to the end. That's all you got to do. And then that helps us out. It helps us in our mission so we can make our country the country that you and I grew up in for our grandkids' grandchildren. I know you want that, so help us out. Thank you so much. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. I just posted this yesterday. It's a huge video. You got to watch that next. Click on it and then tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Turn on the bell so you never miss out. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.